Hi, today our topic is ecological pyramids. The concept of these ecological pyramids, it was given by Charles Elton. These ecological pyramids, they are also called Eltonian pyramids or energy pyramids or food pyramids. In these ecological pyramids, we study the relationships that exist between different living beings at various trophic levels of a food chain. But these ecological pyramids, we are representing these relationships graphically. So we can say ecological pyramid, it is graphic representation of a relationship of different living beings at various trophic levels of a food chain. Broadly, there are three different types of these ecological pyramids: pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, pyramid of energy. In pyramid of number, it tells us about the number of organisms or individuals which are present at different trophic levels of a food chain. Likewise, this biomass, it tells us about the amount of biomass that is present at different trophic levels. And energy pyramid of energy, tells us that the rate at which energy is being accumulated at different trophic levels of a food chain. But these all we are seeing the graphic representation of these things only. We will start with pyramid of energy. This pyramid of energy, it is graphic representation of number of individuals present at different trophic levels of a food chain. So it is graphic representation of number of individuals present at different trophic levels of a food chain. We will take up different ecosystems. We will take up first grassland ecosystem. Grassland ecosystem. In grassland ecosystem, the producers are grasses and their number is very large. They are very large in number. If we represent it graphically, the number of these grass species, it is very large. There can be millions of grasses present in one grassland. And now these grasses, they are being eaten up by herbivores. Their number would be lesser, and then these herbivores, they are eaten up by carnivores. Their number would be still lesser, and then these carnivores, they are being eaten up by these top carnivores. Their number, they would be very less. So first it is producer, then it is herbivore, then carnivore, then it is top carnivore. As we are saying in here, the number of organisms, it decreases as we are moving in a food chain. So number of individuals, it keeps decreasing as we are moving in a food chain. This type of figure is called upright pyramid. This type of figure is upright pyramid. So we can see pyramid of numbers. In case of grassland ecosystem, it is upright pyramid because at the base we are having maximum number of individuals, large number of individuals. As we are moving higher and higher in a food chain, the number keeps on falling, the number keeps on decreasing. Second, we will take up pond ecosystem. In pond ecosystem, the producers are phytoplanktons. Then they are being eaten up by zooplanktons. Zooplanktons are eaten up by small fish, small carnivorous fish. These are eaten up by large fish. But like in grassland ecosystem, same thing happens in pond ecosystem. In pond ecosystem as well, the number, it is maximum at the producer level, and as we are reaching the top carnivore level, the number is very less. So number keeps on falling as we are moving in a food chain. So in case of pond ecosystem as well, the pyramid is upright pyramid. So pyramid of number in both grassland ecosystem and pond ecosystem, it is upright pyramid. Now we will take up forest ecosystem. So third, forest ecosystem. Forest ecosystem. In case of forest ecosystem, the producers are trees. So these are trees. The number of herbivores which feed on these trees, it is more than the number of trees. So number is more. Then the herbivores carnivores which feed on these herbivores, their number is less. And the top carnivores, their number is very less. So we are getting the figure like this. So here it is trees which are producers, then it is herbivores, then it is carnivores, then it is top carnivore. So in case of forest ecosystem, we are getting the figure like this. Such type of figure is called, if we see, it is half upright. Such type of figure is half upright. It is half upright, or it is spindle shaped. Spindle shaped. So pyramid of numbers in case of forest ecosystem is half upright or spindle shaped. In grassland and pond ecosystem, pyramid is upright. In case of forest ecosystem, pyramid is half upright or spindle shaped. We will take one example of tree ecosystem. We are having just tree as an ecosystem. Tree, one tree. There are many birds feeding on this tree. So first we are having a tree, single tree. Then we are having birds. These birds, they are herbivores feeding on the tree. Then we are having many parasites on these birds. Parasites on these birds. Their number is large than the number of birds. Then we are having parasites even on the parasites. The parasites like fungi, bacteria, etc. These are called hyperparasites. Hyperparasites. If we see it from here, from second tropic level, birds, they are consumers. These birds, they are consumers. Then we are having these parasites on them. Parasites like lice, bugs. We are having parasites on them. These parasites, they are deriving their nutrition, or they are deriving their food from the birds, but they are not killing the birds. And likewise, these fungi, bacteria, they are also deriving their nutrition from these parasites, from these lices and bugs. If you see such type of interaction where one consumer, if consumer was deriving its food from this producer, we would call them herbivores. But in this we are seeing one consumer, it is deriving its nutrition from other consumer without killing the consumer. Such type of interaction is called a parasitism. We call such type of interaction as parasitism. The one which gets its nutrition from the other organism is called parasite. So parasite is an organism which derives its nutrition from some organism, from some consumer, we can say, and the organism from which it derives its nutrition is called host. And this food chain, it is parasitic food chain. So in case if we see this is inverted, so we can say pyramid of numbers. In case of parasitic food chain, it is inverted. So pyramid of numbers, sometimes it can be upright, it can be inverted, or it can even be spindle shaped. Now moving to pyramid of biomass. Now what is pyramid of biomass? Pyramid of biomass is graphic representation of amount of biomass present at different trophic levels of a food chain. So it will tell us about the amount of living matter which is present at different trophic levels of a food chain. Living matter of plants, animals, microorganisms, all the living matter together constitutes the biomass. So biomass is graphic representation of amount of biomass present at different trophic levels of a food chain. We will take up these ecosystems. In case of grassland ecosystems, these producers, they are having maximum biomass, and as we are moving up, the biomass, it keeps on decreasing. So in case of grassland ecosystem, pyramid of biomass is upright. So in case of grassland ecosystem, both pyramid of number as well as pyramid of biomass, both are upright. In case of tree forest ecosystem as well, the same thing happens. Trees, they are less in number, but their biomass is very large, and this biomass, it keeps on decreasing as we are moving in a food chain. At the successive trophic levels of a food chain, the biomass keeps on decreasing. So in both grassland ecosystem and this forest ecosystem, pyramid of biomass is upright. Now moving to pond ecosystem. In pond ecosystem, we are having phytoplanktons at the base. These are producers. These phytoplanktons, they are very large in number, but their biomass is very small. Now these zooplanktons, their biomass, it is more than the biomass of phytoplanktons, and these small fish at the second consumer level, their biomass is more than this primary consumer level. So in short, we can say in pond ecosystem, biomass at the base is least. And as we are moving up, biomass keeps on increasing. So it is like this. And so pyramid of biomass in case of pond ecosystem is like this. This is inverted. So in case of pond ecosystem, pyramid of biomass is inverted. Pyramid of numbers, as we saw earlier, pyramid of numbers in case of pond ecosystem is upright, but in case of biomass, pyramid of biomass in case of pond ecosystem is inverted. So we can say pyramid of numbers and pyramid of biomass, sometimes it is upright, sometimes it is inverted. Now moving to pyramid of energy. Pyramid of energy, first it tells us about it is graphic representation of amount of energy that is accumulated at different trophic levels. So it is graphic representation at which energy is being accumulated or produced at different trophic levels of a food chain. So graphic representation of rate of energy accumulation at different trophic levels of a food chain. There is one thing constant with pyramid of biomass, pyramid of energy. This pyramid of energy, it will always be upright, no matter whatever type of ecosystem we might be dealing with. This thing will remain the same. Pyramid of energy, it is always upright. It is always upright. Why it is always upright? Because producers, they are having the maximum number of energy, and energy it keeps on decreasing as we are moving in a food chain. At the successive tropic levels, we can say the energy it decreases or it falls off. For example, at the base we are having producing a maximum energy, herbivore level we are having lesser energy, and carnivore level we are having still lesser energy, and top carnivore level our energy is the least out of all these, these. So energy it keeps on decreasing as we are moving in a food chain. So now, for example, suppose we are having 100 units of energy at the producer level, only 10 units of energy would be present at this herbivore level. At this carnivore level, there would be only 1 unit of energy, and at top carnivore level, there would be only 0.1 unit of energy present. So here we can see the energy it is falling as we are moving as we are moving in a food chain. That's why this pyramid of energy it will always be upright, no matter what type of ecosystem we might be dealing with. For example, we are having some animal over here, and this animal it has the requirement of 100 units of energy. It means at this tropic level it has to eat 100 units. It has to eat more and more, 10 these organisms from this tropic level. Only then its requirement of energy can be met. So here at the top carnivore level, we can see at the total amount of energy present at this level, it is very less. Thank you.